Hey everybody, Cool Cucumber here, and I'm bringing you the episode 6 vlog for Let's Abridge Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, one thing of real relevance did happen, and that was that we added a new provisional party member to the team in Sting. And I can say right now the reason Sting is there, and you probably would have assumed, is as an HM user, or the less PC term, an HM slave. Why would I say HM user or field move user opposed to HM slave? Well, because Pokemon by their very nature are not slaves. They're companions, but they aren't animals. Even if they were animals, they would not be slaves. Because to enslave something, it must have a level of sentience that is on par with the slaver. I mean, there are people who would argue, you have pet goldfish, you're a slaver. And to those people, I say, have fun being incorrect. But with Farfetch'd, its main purpose is that it's one of the very few Pokemon that can learn both cut and fly, knocking off 2 of the 6 HM for Fire Red, the others being Surf, Flash, Strength, and Rock Smash. Unless I'm mistaken. You might also need Waterfall. Actually, I think you do need Waterfall in the Sevi Islands, but... So what's my view on HMs? I'm sure you're probably anticipating it's going to be the same view that everybody has. We hate HMs. The moment they left the games, they became better. No. I like field moves. Moves that you can use outside of battle, or abilities that you can use outside of battle. They make the world feel more lived in, less barren. In fact, that's the biggest problem I had with Pokemon Sword and Shield's wild area, was that despite the fact that there are Pokemon everywhere, it feels so vast and so empty. It might as well all be a desert. Because there's nothing to do there outside of finding wild Pokemon, shaking trees, and riding your bike across the water, which is really unsatisfying way to get across the water. I do not understand why they decided to go this route with Sword and Shield. Probably because they were so busy focused on making it big, because Breath of the Wild was big, and so big must big with big. Ocarina all the way, baby. But with... With HMs, I love field moves. I love the ability to interact with the environment with your Pokemon moves. And I really dislike that in recent games, and by recent I pretty much mean since Sun and Moon. Actually. Yeah, since Sun and Moon, that they've taken HMs and basically made them a non-entity. Partly because I know the way that, if it was implemented, would make people love HMs. But what do you know? You're not Game Freak, you're not a programmer, you're not a game designer. I do actually have an ambition. I want to make a video game someday. I'm sure I'll go indie, because indie games are the best games, even if I'm very fond of older AAA games, or even some modern AAA games. They just don't compare to the love and attention that most indie games get. Like, as much as I love StarCraft, I would never compare it to Shovel Knight as a PC game, because Shovel Knight's just better. It's just better. What the people at Yacht Club Games did with it and continue to do with it shows that they really love video games and that they really love the game that they made and that they really love their fans. Which with big companies like, unfortunately, sometimes Nintendo, but especially with companies like EA and Activision, I never feel that way. At best, I feel like they're saying, we will give you what you want for now so that we can mistreat you later, or mistreat somebody else in the process. But this is all a tangent. I do have an idea that I think would make HMs fun, and oddly enough, it's something that a lot of other RPGs do. Even RPGs where you have summonable party members. And that is to make it so that if a Pokemon could theoretically use an HM, let them use it. If a Machamp is strong, which all Machamp are, allow them to push heavy rocks. If you walk up to a bush and interact with it, then the game should scan your party member for Pokemon that have blades for appendages, or Pokemon that can breathe fire, and then it should say, thinks that it can cut down the bush. Would you like it to try? Yes. Could probably light up the cave. Would you like it to? Now, I know that with the old Pokemon games, the main reason why HMs were put in was as an attempt at roadblocks, to make sure you couldn't do things too out of order. But with the games being what they are now, I don't know why they're still in order. This isn't a case of something like Breath of the Wild, where it's so super massive that establishing any kind of proper order just doesn't make sense. With Pokemon, the worlds, even in Sword and Shield, are fairly small. Sword and Shield has a smaller map, I think, than Ocarina of Time, if you count the Gerudo Desert. Bigger than Majora's Mask, but smaller than Ocarina, as he wears his Loftwing Hylian crest shirt. Da 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 da. I feel like I've tangented myself away from the conversation pretty heavily. Tangentized. I've gone on a tangent. But that's one thing that I would want to see for HMs. Bring them back. Make there be like 30 of them. But don't make them teachable moves. Make it just things that your Pokemon can do. Which, as much as I don't care for the anime as much as other people, that's something that the anime does that I wish the games did. Charmander has a flame on its tail. So if Ash needs to find his way out of a cave, he just brings out Charmander. Or any Pokemon that has a light source as part of its body. The only problem that system brings is, what if you're the type of person who doesn't want a lot of Pokemon, who just wants your party of 6 and no others? You want your party, you don't want to catch a bunch of others, you don't want to catch them all, you just want to raise an intimate few. I don't see why you wouldn't be allowed to do that with this system, so long as you could purchase items for your trainer or training for your trainer to allow them to use the moves on their own. You see trainers all over the Pokemon world, in the anime, in the games, in the other media, that have either special abilities or just training that you're never, as the player, allowed to have. Swimmer is a trainer class. Why can't my trainer get swimming lessons to learn how to swim? Still can't. Because it's cuter to ride on the back of a water Pokemon? Yeah, it is. I'll concede that, depending on the water Pokemon. I'm trying to think of a really ugly water Pokemon, and I'm actually having a hard time. But yeah, that's cute. And in the original games, it substituted your walking sprite with a Lapras sprite. Same with Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And I don't see why, but I don't see why with today's games, or even yesterday's games, there isn't just a building in each town. It could even be just an addition to the Pokemon Center, like marts have become. This, like a class sign-up that allows you to purchase or rent various survival equipment. You can buy water wings there. You can buy a flashlight. Heck, it'd be really cool if you could just buy a sword. And then it appears on your model in and out of battle. When you see that chopped bush, it could activate a little mini game where you pop out your sword, and then maybe it's motion control, maybe it's not. Let me grab my bricked Joy-Con. Just, it's like, okay, approach bush. You can cut it. Do you want to? Yes. And then the bush falls over. See if I can find my other bricked Joy-Con. I've been lucky that I've only had 2 so far. And they were the ones that came with the system. You approach the water's edge. Would you like to swim? Yes. That way you implement motion controls, which people my age are supposed to hate. I don't hate them. But, or even if you don't want that, just timed button hits. I don't see why not. Well, what about the people that don't want to do that because it costs money and they want to be hoarders? Well, introduce a supplementary party slot. A 7th slot for Pokemon, but one where if a Pokemon is in that slot, they cannot be used in battle. I mean, most of the modern Pokemon games allow you to bring your PC with you everywhere you go anyways. I see no downsides with this system. If you have any downsides, I'd love to hear you mention any of them below. Oh. At any rate, in the next episode, we're going to hopefully go get our new party member. our new permanent party member that's not just an HM user. Pokemon aren't slaves. They're not even animals. They are spirits. And the lore has been very concise in saying that if they want to leave, they can leave. They will often outlive their trainers. Anyway, I can't stop yawning. So, I'm going to go on ahead and sign out now. I know this vlog has been fairly short. Maybe 30 minutes? Probably not. But, anyway, until next time, stay cool.